It's Mental Health Monday, and I thought to myself, what better way is there to start a Monday than with a brief anatomy lesson? Let's dive in. As human beings, we collect and retain information about our environment in order to make decisions on how to respond using our nervous system. And our nervous system comes in three major parts. That first set of nerves, the central nervous system, is in the upper half of your body for the most part, and it's referred to as your ventral vagal nervous system. It's closest to your lungs and your heart, and it has a lot to do with your immune response, digestion, and your tactile and sensory information in the environment. This nervous system is responsible with communicating with your brain to determine oxytocin release, and it's what's most closely tied to your ability to socially connect. So if you think about it, when you have a really hard time, getting up in front of people and you get really nervous, your heart rate goes up, your breathing becomes more intense. That's all of your brain and ventral vagus nerve communicating with each other to say, we're not socially comfortable. The second major set of nerves that you have in your body runs down your spinal cord and is sometimes referred to as the sympathetic nervous system. And the sympathetic nervous system's job is to get you moving, and it does that by slowing down your digestion and immune response, increasing your oxygen flow, and getting access to your muscles. This is the nervous system that's most activated when you experience anger or frustration or panic. It jumps into action to get you mobile. Third set of nerves that you have in your body is in the lower half of your body, the peripheral nervous system or the dorsal vagal nervous system. And this nervous system controls things like your sex drive and your fuel storage and your insulin activity. It's very much a part of primal survival, and it works kind of contrary to the ventral vagal system in the sense that it redirects resources away from social connection and into primal functioning. Okay, so that's a lot of different nervous systems, and that's very interesting, but what does that have to do with mental health? Well, right now, mental health professionals are starting to develop what is called the Polyvagal theory, which is a theory that investigates the direct correlation between mental health conditions and the ways that they shut down or activate different parts of the nervous system. It's really cool and also kind of complicated, so here's a super simplified chart. The underlying hypothesis of polyvagal theory is that when someone is mentally healthy, they can operate more from that ventral vagal state, and they take in information about their environment regularly, they prioritize social connection, and they're able to regulate their digestion and immune response. But when someone is facing prolonged mental adversity, their brain shuts down that ventral vagus nervous system to prioritize more primal nervous systems and activate fight, flight, freeze responses, disable social connection, and create things like disassociation to prioritize a slowed down and conservative digestive and immune system. So many fascinating investigations going on around polyvagal theory right now. For example, when you experience a traumatic event, it's believed that your body is shocked into your dorsal vagal nervous system state, where you can become stuck in a prolonged survival mode. There's also investigations about prolonged substance abuse and addiction and how that activates your sympathetic nervous system to show increased violence or risk-taking behaviors. There's tons of stuff about it that we could go into, but I'm not going to. I know you guys have a week to get to, so have a great week, and I'll see you next Mental Health Monday.